Hi, welcome everyone. My name is Joanna Mccarthy. I'm from the Onondaga Nation, Beaver Clan, and I live here on Six Nations. And I am so absolutely overjoyed that this is live. I know it's small, but this is exactly the way it was supposed to be. And I'm really happy that we finally get to connect in person to share today how, despite all of the obstacles, we've persevered, and we are now here to connect with each other and create something so beautiful, and we're just so excited to share. So before we get started, we have a custom here on Six Nations to begin uniting us all with one good mind and those good intentions for an event that holds us all, that holds all of us in gratitude for each other and for all of our relations who are responsible for our well-being in this very moment. So this custom is known in the Cayuga language as the Ginohino, and in English it's known as the Thanksgiving address, or the words that we say before all else. And I'm going to summarize it very briefly in English so that we can all be aligned in the energy of mutual respect and deep appreciation for all the connections that have sustained our well-being and led to our ability to be here together and to share today. So, as I say this, feel free to close your eyes and take some deep breaths in and just really imagine your journey getting here to this spot today and all of the things that you're grateful for in this moment. So we begin with the people, and we are thankful for all of us who have gathered here today and all of those before us and all coming after us. We are all connected with each other in balance, working together in harmony with each other and with all living things. So we now bring our minds together as one, and we give greetings and thanks to each other as people. Now our minds are one. We are thankful to our Mother the Earth for giving us all we need for life, supporting our feet as we walk, and giving us joy as she continues to care for us. To our Mother, we send greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one. We give thanks to the waters without which we would not be able to survive. Water is life, and all its forms. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to all the waters. And now our minds are one. We turn our minds to the fish who purify the waters and give themselves as food, and we send them our greetings and our thanks. Now our minds are one. In gratitude, we honor and give thanks to the plants, all of the plants, including the food plants and the medicine plants that sustain us and keep us nourished and take away sickness. The plants are so incredibly diverse and beautiful and always waiting to help heal us. With one mind, we send greetings to all the plants and the foods they provide and all of the medicines and the medicine keepers. Now our minds are one. And now the animals and the birds. We gather our minds together to send greetings and thanks to all the animal life in the world. The songs of the birds, they're here now in the spring, and after that long winter we had, they give us hope. We are grateful for all that the animals teach us and the many ways they holistically support us. We're glad they are still here, and we hope they always will be with us. Now our minds are one. Our thoughts now turn to the trees, the many families of trees who give us shelter, shade, bear fruit, and provide us with the oxygen that we need to survive. They provide us with so much and are a symbol of peace and strength that comes from uniting in peace. With one mind, we greet and thank the trees and the tree of life. Now our minds are one. We are thankful for the powers that we know as the four winds. They help bring about the change of seasons, bringing us messages of strength, and purifying the air we breathe from all four directions. With one mind, we send our greetings and our thanks for the four winds. Now our minds are one. We now turn west and give thanks to our grandfathers, the thunder beings. With lightning and thundering voices, they bring us renewed life through cleansing waters. we send appreciations and greetings to our grandfathers, the Thunders. Now our minds are one. Now we turn our minds to the sun. We are grateful for our eldest brother, the sun, who each day without fail travels across the sky and warms us. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our brother, the sun. Now our minds are one. Next is Grandmother Moon, the leader of the women who lights our way in the nighttime sky. We greet you and are grateful for all that you do, measuring time and governing the tides and watching over the arrival of children. With one mind, we thank you. Now our minds are one. And we give thanks to the beautiful stars that decorate the sky like jewelry, always there, guiding our hunting and our harvesting, and making sure that we are always guided home. With our minds gathered together as one, we send greetings and thanks to each other, and thanks to the stars. Now our minds are one. And we are grateful for the enlightened teachers. We gather our minds to greet and thank the enlightened teachers who have helped us through the ages when we forget how to live in harmony. We are grateful for their unconditional love and how they remind us to live together in peace. Now our minds are one. And now we turn our thoughts and appreciation towards our Creator, the Great Spirit, for all that we have here to have a good life upon Mother Earth. We are grateful for the love that surrounds us as we gather our minds together and send our deep appreciation and greetings and thanks to Creator. Now our minds are one. We have now arrived at a place where we end our words, and all that connects and sustains us in this web of life. It was not my intention to leave anything out. If for some reason something was forgotten, each individual is invited to send greetings and thanks in their own way. Now our minds are one, and we can begin this event with gratitude for each other, connected, and with that united good mind. It is my absolute pleasure to call upon Bob Shields, my new friend, who I truly believe was placed on my path to help me on my own healing journey, to help me love what I do all over again, and to help renew my hope for real action towards reconciliation in a decolonized way of learning together. So Bob will be giving the land acknowledgement, which is another custom, an act of caring respect that is typically done when someone enters the home or the territory of another nation. So I'll turn it over to you, Bob, and let you introduce your wonderful self.
My name is Bob Shields. I'm a part-time coordinator of the Applied Music Program at Mohawk College and the coordinator of this initiative, which we've titled Musical Sharing. What a wonderful day for us to gather in celebration of Indigenous cultures through music and to contribute positively to community building. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the warm welcome we received by the Six Nations community. When advised that I'd be doing a land acknowledgement today, I proudly acknowledge and deeply appreciate that I'm situated on Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe territory, as recognized and documented by the District 1 Spoon Treaty. I acknowledge that this treaty is home to many living and vibrant Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island. Helping to bring today's initiative to fruition, getting it to this point has been personally exhausting. Yet, it has been the most fulfilling time in my life as a musician and educator, because I see what we're doing here together today matters. I see it in the way my Indigenous friends have put their trust in me. The humbling effects of these new friendships have been life-changing, to say the least. If this is what exhaustion feels like, then bring it on. The regret I have is it took me till now to put my work into practice, to deliver these words. I've always felt like I needed to research a little longer, learn a little more, be even more prepared before undertaking such an important project. But what my new friends have taught me was that there is no time like the eternal present to respond to injustice in the cosmic, to elevate and celebrate Indigenous culture, and to acknowledge the ongoing injustices of colonization and eurocentrism, including my own part in these things, and to do my part to help extinguish them. So, in acknowledging that I am bound to the District 1 spoon and 2 Olympic treaties, I will continue to try harder to meet the challenges and opportunities of reconciliation head on. I'll do better, stop over-deliberating, and put my intentions into tangible work in real places with real people to actually help.
I think it's channel 2 volume there, Bob. It's got to come down. So this is one that's on an upcoming CD, and wanted to be able to sing in the language. So the song's called Ni Manendam, which means like I'm really upset. Ni Manendam, Cookie Ponte Vishna. You know, I was waiting for you. Widukushnam, you know, which is help me. And so the song came about when on a whole bunch of OG Cree reserves, there were just like a whole bunch of youth suicides. And one of my drum teachers, James Joanna, he said, I asked him one day, like, how come on some of our drum songs, like how come they don't all have words? You know, how come sometimes it's like, way ha, yay ha, like that? He said, Rick, there's 2 reasons for that. He said, one reason is because we had to hide those songs and we remembered the melody, but we forgot the lyrics because we had to hide from the Indian agent, like deep in the woods to keep those songs alive, right? He says, so you remember that every time you play one of those drum songs, somebody suffered so that we could remember that. That's heavy medicine. He said, but the other reason is because, you know, if a song has actual lyrics to it, then the song is about what the lyrics are. So when we do drum songs, sometimes for some people, they do that drum song, for them it's happy, and for other people it's sad, and for other people it's prayerful. He says, so then the drum songs can be what they want, right? So I didn't have any words, really, that I knew how to do on this other than to say, with all these youth hurting and desperate and sad, you know, I'm sad, I'm upset, you know, waiting for you, come help us. And so in the language, that's what this song is, and it's for them. Others, what you were sharing, Joanne, when we give thanks for everything, we become present. We get to see all the beauty around us, we get to see the interconnected web, but if we're going too fast, we never have that, right? And we lose our sense of wonder about life in the natural world, so. And I really wanted to do this song because I've got a good friend, and we recorded this song 20 years ago. Never got to release it, and we were just starting to, digitize the tapes and stuff like that. We were going to release it, and then now he's fallen ill. So I want to be able to sing this song and maybe send up some good medicine to him. Time is always rushing by, people eager just to die, never fighting for the moments. I can't help it that I found, when I stop to look around, things are different for the poets. These dance happy in the trees, don't explain it with the breeze, or you'll never feel the magic. Lonely highway hills of snow, drive too fast, you'll never know. Snapshot beauty, but you passed it. I am in wonder of it all. I am in wonder of it all. Yeah, yeah. I just might hesitate to know when us to correlate. There's also pain and fear amongst us. If you really want to find the passion found in humankind, do not turn your head from the sunshine. I am in wonder of it all. I am in wonder of it all. Yeah, yeah. I scream naked in the forest. This city is so euphoric. Laughter from those who have gone before us. Aimed at modern man's dull chorus. Land ho, no longer echoes from the sea, nothing to conquer, they give in. I know there's still adventures to see, internal oceans infinitely. Let go. Yeah, very much. Thank you for having me.
We usually have about maybe 8 or 10 women on stage. But the larger group is probably, 20 women and families and kids and all of that business. And the whole thing behind the Singing Society thing, what our job to do in our communities, and there's a singing society in every Haudenosaunee community, and I think there's like 13 of them or something. But there's a singing society, at least one, in every community, and the job of a singing society is to help people that need something. If it's money for a death or long unemployment or anything, any kind of calamity. And in our case, what we do is we try our best to help people, not only in those kinds of situations, but other kinds of situations as well. So, like for instance, we had one little girl in the and that the border don't bother us. On the other side, in the U.S. side, and she was invited to a national math contest in the United States. And that's a big deal because there's a really lot of people in the United States. So she was invited. So we raised money to help her get to the event. So that's a good thing, that it's not just somebody getting burnt out or whatever. So we try to mix it up like that and help people in good situations as well as bad situations. But we're the oldest ones in this to sing together in this group here today. There's others that aren't here today. But we've probably been together singing probably, 50 some odd years together. So we've sung a lot of songs and we know a lot of songs and you can't fool us. Sit us down with any singer and we'll sit down with them and we'll sing with them. So you might recognize some of these songs. These are women's dance songs. My drum is really flat. I have to get something to fix it.
discuss what they've been learning throughout this initiative. They have also met with Rick McLean and the Six Nations Women Singers for 6 hours each, during which time they have exchanged and shared thoughts on music and life and collaborated as equals on the music that will be performed today. Please welcome to the stage the Mohawk College Musical Sharing Ensemble.
Hi everyone. So before we start, I would just like to say thank you in the name of the band. We're very grateful for this opportunity. This has been so good for us. We learned a lot with everyone here, and the time we had to spend with Rick and with the amazing women from Six Nations is just, we had so much fun with you guys. So thank you so much for having us and for giving us this opportunity. So we're gonna start singing a song called The Oak Country. Stops on your grave.
before the winter in Anishinaabe communities, you know, we go to different camps, right? Like, you know, travel different. We don't stay in the same place. So you'd have your winter camp, and then the ice would go, and it's time to go visiting everybody and say hello, kind of deal, or as we say, ani. So, and you would try to get caught up with folks, like, you know, and it was a time to tell your story, and you would tell the stories about, you know, because the winter's a really spiritual time, the things maybe you dreamed of, or of, you know, the stories that elders told you that really, you know, that shook you. Or you might talk about some people that passed away to the spirit world. Or you might talk about babies that have been born over the winter time. Like you get caught up with extended family, right? And this song was meant to get everybody dancing and singing together and tell their stories. So when we thought about collaboration, what we thought about was take this traditional song, and it's about telling your story, but you know what? Each of these students here, these musicians, their instruments tell a story, right? Instead of like words. That's how a lot of musicians, we express ourselves, right? Whether we cry or laugh or flirt or whatever, like it's with your bass or your drums or your keys or whatever it is. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna put them together, and this will be our traditional, the way it goes, and in between each round, their instruments are gonna tell their story. And so that's what we're gonna try and do together.
do with the students is to really to have the bass part come out and really start to feel what that feels like with your voice, and how you got to put everything in the song, because you want, because as for Haudenosaunee people, you want people to feel. So then when you feel, then you want to dance. And because our music is all about dancing, then that's what you want. So you want to make people feel, so that they feel like that. And that last song was a really good example of that, because it really made you feel what that music was. So that was good. And so, but you know, Six Nations women singers, we don't want to fall on anything like that. We're just kidding, we would. One of the things about the Six Nations women singers is because our music is from a different whole idea of music. We're the Six Nations women singers, via the Six Nations Women Singing Society, we have a job or a function within our community, and that's to help people out. So as a group, we've sung in, you know, all these, sometimes you run into performers that don't necessarily want the competition. So sometimes those performers are in charge of the venue where you go to perform at. So sometimes the Six Nations women singers, as an example of a good group, would end up on the stage that was way over there, where there was no audience, where the people had to walk a mile past the Johnny and the Spots, past back out door of the kitchen to get to. But, so first of all, what we would do is we would blow any roof off anything, first of all. And then, but the next thing was, it didn't matter to us, because our job was to sing, and we had already negotiated our performance fee, so we were going to get paid if we sang in a barrel. Because that was our job. Our job was to perform, we got paid, that money goes back, accomplished. The day we walked into that place, we were already finished. So it was nothing then to sing wherever they shoved us to, the performers that didn't like us. And they didn't like, and so it's kind of a, you know, a backwards compliment, because, so then for me that was like, you know, like us, you love us. So, you know, and so like, so then to us it's a whole different ball game when it comes to performance. We are good at what we do, we're a good singing group, we are. And we're good and honorable to our music when we travel around the world. We present it from our people, from our way of music, and we do the right and the good job. And that's what every single person, musician, cook, bottle washer, whatever, that's all you can do. So that's what we do. So that music that was just on here was excellent, because you could really feel, that where all of the students really wanted to be a part and really wanted to showcase their particular instrument. That was really good. So, and then we had good old Skip to Maloo right in front. So it's a good thing when you see that honored. So my joke about, you know, we didn't want to follow that, we want to follow it. Because you are all happy now, so we're going to step right in there. This song we did with them, they wrote it and they developed it, and we're going to sing with them. Hit it.